10 breathtaking places in Italy you must see at least once. Italy has places so breathtaking, you'll swear they can't be real. Glowing blue caves, towns carved into cliffs, and villages floating above the clouds. Today we're counting down 10 breathtaking places in Italy you must see at least once. Some are icons, others are hidden gems most tourists miss. But every single one belongs on your bucket list. And wait for number 4, one of Italy's fastest rising destinations that even locals are surprised tourists are finding.
Number 10. Matera, Basilicata.
In Matera, history is carved into stone. Entire neighborhoods, the Sassi, were chiseled into cliffs, where families once lived alongside their animals. Today, those same caves house boutique hotels, candlelit restaurants, and frescoed chapels. By day, the stone glows honey gold in the sun. At night, lanterns make it sparkle like a living nativity scene. It's one of the world's oldest, continuously inhabited cities. And it even starred in James Bond's No Time to Die. Stay overnight in a cave hotel. It's the closest you'll get to time travel in Italy. Number 9. Venice. Venice is a floating dream. Gondolas glide past Gothic palaces, and at sunset the lagoon shimmers like glass. But beyond St. Mark's Square and the Rialto Bridge lies the real Venice. Slip into quiet canals where locals sip wine in tiny baccarie. Hop a vaporetto to Burano, with its rainbow-painted houses, or to Murano, famous for glass blowing. Go at sunrise or after midnight, when the crowds vanish and Venice feels fragile, timeless, and unforgettable. A city everyone should see at least once.
Number 8. Florence and Val d'Orcia, Tuscany.
Florence is Renaissance ground zero. The Duomo's red dome crowns the skyline. Michelangelo's David stands defiant, and the Uffizi Guards' masterpieces that rewired art history. But Tuscany's soul lies south in the Val d'Orcia. Rolling hills stretch endlessly, stitched with cypress trees and vineyards pouring Brunello di Montalcino. In Pienza, the air smells of pecorino cheese. In Montepulciano, wine cellars are carved into stone. Time a sunset drive, and the landscape glows painterly. Tuscany isn't just a region. It's the Italy of dreams, and it belongs on every bucket list.
Number 7. Umbria, Central Italy. Right next door to Tuscany, Umbria is Italy's secret twin, equally stunning, but without the crowds. In Assisi, medieval churches honor Saint Francis. In Spello, balconies burst with flowers during its summer festival, turning the streets into a carpet of color. This is truffle country. Follow a farmer and their dogs into the forest, then sit down to pasta dusted with the earthy treasure and a glass of bold Sagrantino wine. Rustic, soulful, and overlooked, Umbria is the Italy most tourists never see. And that makes it unforgettable.
Number 6. Emilia-Romagna, Bologna, Ravenna, and Rimini. If food is your love language, Emilia-Romagna is non-negotiable. In Bologna, ragu alla bolognese, mortadella, and tortellini were born. Walk under its endless porticos, climb the Asinelli Tower, and you'll see why it's called Italy's culinary capital. In Ravenna, unassuming churches hide mosaics that glitter like gold, some of the most dazzling in Europe. And in Rimini, miles of beach come alive every summer with festivals, nightlife, and food markets. History, beaches, and cuisine collide here. And unlike Florence or Venice, it still feels accessible. Emilia-Romagna isn't just delicious, it's essential.
Number 5. Sicily and Erice. Sicily is a crossroads of civilizations. Greek temples, Roman villas, and volcanic landscapes shaped by Mount Etna. But one of its most breathtaking gems is Erice, a medieval town perched 2,500 feet above the coast. Walk cobblestone streets to bakeries selling almond pastries. Explore the Castle of Venus, built on the site of an ancient goddess temple, with views stretching to the Agadi Islands. Tourism is rising fast, but Erice still feels like a fairy tale secret. A village in the clouds you'll never forget. Number 4. Reggio, Calabria. Few tourists reach Italy's toe, but they should. Reggio Calabria is one of the country's fastest-growing destinations. Its seafront, called the most beautiful kilometre in Italy, looks across to Sicily. Inside the National Archaeological Museum, the Riace bronzes, 2 ancient warrior statues over 2,000 years old, are among the greatest classical discoveries of the 20th century. Add turquoise beaches and almost no crowds, and you'll see why Reggio Calabria is exploding in popularity. Go now, before it becomes the next Amalfi.
Number 3. Cinque Terre.
5 pastel villages cling to cliffs above the Ligurian Sea, linked by vineyards and lemon groves. Cinque Terre is iconic, for good reason. In Vernazza, climb to the castle for postcard-perfect views. In Manarola, sunsets turn the harbour to molten gold. Monterosso offers sandy beaches, rare here, while Corniglia sits high above the sea, reached by a long stairway. Hike the Sentiero Azzurro, or ride the cliff-tunneling train. However you explore it, Cinque Terre is unforgettable, a must-see at least once. Number 2. The island of Capri. Capri is pure Mediterranean magic. Arrive by boat to limestone cliffs soaring above turquoise water. Take a rowboat into the Blue Grotto, where sunlight electrifies the sea neon blue. On land, stroll the gardens of Augustus for views of the Faraglione rock stacks, or ride the chairlift up Monte Solaro, the island's highest point, with the Bay of Naples stretching to Mount Vesuvius. Glamorous, yet wild, Capri feels unreal, until you see it with your own eyes. Number 1. The Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Coast is Italy at its most dramatic. Winding roads hug cliffs, pastel towns tumble into the sea, and every turn looks like a movie set. In Positano, houses climb the hillside in candy-colored layers. In Ravello, the Terrace of Infinity at Villa Cimbroni lays out one of the world's great views. Amalfi itself blends history and beauty, with its cathedral and lemon groves that become the region's famous limoncello. Romantic, cinematic, and unforgettable. If there's one place to see in Italy, at least once, this is it. Honorable mentions. 3 hidden gems to bookmark. Procida, a tiny island with a pastel harbour perfect for a lazy seaside lunch. Orta San Giulio, a tranquil lake town where a boat ride leads to a storybook monastery. And Valle dei Templi, Agrigento, Greek ruins that glow orange at sunset, with the sea flickering in the distance. They may not be famous, but they're every bit as magical. Thanks for traveling with us. Italy's beauty is endless, but these 10 places stand above the rest. Once-in-a-lifetime experiences you'll never forget. Which would you choose first? Amalfi, Capri, Cinque Terre, or a sleeper pick like Reggio Calabria or Erice? Drop it in the comments. And if you're planning your own trip, hit like, subscribe, and save this video, so your Italy bucket list is ready when you are.